This question is for Mr. Roth. Were you surprised at the voting results for the new arrangements for the concerts where Genova and Dancing Mad won?
I wasn't actually surprised about those two. Some of the other reactions, I did find that regionally we had certain, as we would go around the world, there were certain other titles that were more popular in certain areas than others, which I found very interesting. Clash on the Big Bridge, for instance, or what's the other one? Seymour? Yeah. There were a couple of others that were maybe in Singapore or Taipei were very, very popular there. But overall, those were the overwhelming favorites, those two. And I'm happy to say that we're premiering that this weekend. So Geneva and Dancing Mad this weekend.
And I was wondering, Mr. Uematsu, do you have anything to add? Were you surprised at all by the band choices?
Dancing Mad っていう曲をあさってやるんですけど、それが実はオリジナルでは How many? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Actually longer, yeah, 12 minutes, yeah.
そのくらい長い曲だったんですけど、
Very long.
それをこう全部やるのはなかなか難しいわけですよ。でそれをアニーさんとどう編集してやっていくかっていうのを結構まあやったんですけど、やり取りして形にしたんですけど、本当はね、アニーさんのオーケストラとブラックメイズでその曲を全部やってみたかった。
So, said that the pieces are very long. They're about 10 to 12 minutes long, and they're Arnie Roth and Uematsu, they were talking about how to make the music shorter.
You're talking about Dancing Mad.
Dancing Mad.
Yeah.
Specifically. We had a poll where we asked the crowd, we asked the audience to help us vote on the most popular ones. And I think what she was asking was were you surprised at which ones were popular? Which ones of those? Geneva, Dancing Mad, but were we surprised at the other choices?
いやでもやっぱりダンシングマドが来ると思ってましたね、僕も。
He thought the Dancing Mad would come.
Yeah, so he was not surprised at Dancing Mad. And Geneva was also. No, they're not all 10, 12 minutes. In other words, Dancing Mad is, but yes, that's the difficult part, was it's so long and so many different sections, completely different sections, to try to glue it together and make it feel natural going through. Yeah.
Both those pieces actually seem to have some very unique musical parts. Were those very difficult to actually translate for an orchestral arrangement?
Translate, you mean orchestrate for, yeah. No, actually Geneva went very well. The orchestration, it orchestrated itself very easily. That one, terrific. I'm actually looking forward to that a lot. Dancing Mad, I've had some experience with. That orchestration is very faithful to what happens in the original, in the game. But as I say, the problem with Dancing Mad is not so much in the orchestration, but in how to help everyone, the audience, and how do I explain this? Dancing Mad stops and starts quite a bit. We have a minute of one section, and then a minute of another section, a minute of another section. And unless you write it as a fantasia, if you write it that way, so that there's some fantastical way to glue them together, that's fine, but that's taking liberties with the music that perhaps Uematsu-san doesn't want us to take. So to be faithful to the original, you're going to hear very close to the original versions of all these themes in Dancing Mad, but strung together in a row. And we hope that the video that we will show will help with these various transitions that will make it all make sense to everyone all the way throughout. You know, it ends with this big chorale at the end, which is never happens anywhere earlier in the piece. It's at the end, so, you know, it's not like we're recapping material structurally in the suite. We're just moving forward in the suite into another section. So, yeah.
For Mr. Uematsu, there are a lot of people who make unofficial arrangements of your music for games like Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Is that something you'd like to see officially in the future?
ロックバンドというゲームなんですけど、松さんの曲を使ってる音楽なんですけど、そうですか。はい。でそれでまあそれを先のことを考えて、それはなんか見たいことなんですが、他の人は松さんの曲を使う。
すでにそういうのがあるのに、
はい。
スクエアの曲かな。それをそういうのがあるのは僕の曲があるのは知らなかった。
みんな使ってます。
本当に？
はい。インターネットとかでもいろいろ使ってるんですけど、やっぱそれを先のことを考えてそれは見たいことなんですか。
先のことを考えてみたい。
はい。
見たいかっていうこと？
はい。
見てみたいですね。
Are you? Yeah.
He's very interested in that. He doesn't really care that they use his music. It's very good. He likes to see more in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you like when you're happy with them?
Yes.
I think that I want to make sure that we introduce, we have two very special guests here. I don't know if we were planning on, but maybe if you want to introduce them. They just flew in this morning. We have two colleagues from Square Enix who flew in for the weekend to see the concert. Amy and Takamatsu-san, maybe you can stand up, please, from Square Enix. Thank you.
You were talking about the future concerts that you're going to hold, like in San Francisco and San Diego. You also announced via one of the newsletters on the website that you're planning a new CD, Distant Worlds 2, more music from Final Fantasy. What is involved with making the recording for a CD like that?
Yeah, we've been talking about, as you know, when we started Distant Worlds back in I keep trying to remember this, 2007 December, I think was the first concert. But since that point, we have gradually been adding more and more songs, opuses from the Final Fantasy book, as it were, to the point this year where we've gotten to a point where even with Dancing on Geneva happening now this weekend and others that we're adding, for instance, we're doing Melodies of Life, we're doing Sutekadane, Saturday night. We're doing the main theme from Final Fantasy VII. We're doing, we wrote a little arrangement of the Victory theme from Final Fantasy, which we've never done in Chicago, so we're going to do that as well. But in any case, the point is that we realized that we had so much of this material and we kept getting fans asking us, when are you going to, you must record all these other pieces that are not on the first Distant World CD. But we wanted to do it the right way. We wanted to make sure that the right orchestra, the right hall, acoustic was available, things like that. And so we've been waiting, patiently waiting to announce that. And you're spilling the beans a little bit here. But the Royal Stockholm Philharmonic, I just mentioned to you that we will be doing a concert with them June 12th. We're planning on trying to record this record at the end of January with the Royal Stockholm Philharmonic. And we have some dates being held, but we're still deciding repertoire right now. I only have a few more days to decide, so Nobu-san and I are working this week on the repertoire and I hope to announce by Saturday night at the concert in Chicago, confirm all those plans on that. So I didn't. Well, you forced my hand here, so. but yes, we are, and I think that record would not possibly be ready to be released before May or June or something like that, around June 1st, something like that. So that's what we're planning right now. Distant Worlds 2.